Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Commentaries Magic's presentation of the Harmony Tournament from Everfree Northwest. I am Chris Accords.
And I'm Hifrog.
And apologies for anyone who was expecting the tournament to start 25 minutes or so ago. We had a couple of issues down on the floor, but we're basically just getting through stuff, and we're going to have cards for you in a couple minutes now.
Yep.
So, Harmony. We saw that, well, a long time ago at Babs, and what did we learn? Lots of random stuff and lots of control.
Yeah, we learned Poppy.
Absolutely. I certainly hope that someone will be playing it today. It's the best deck in the meta right now, don't you know? But yeah, otherwise than that, yeah, lots of recursion, lots of mismain, lots of purple, a little bit of aggro from time to time as well, I think.
Yeah, I expect to see pretty much the same thing we saw with Everfree. No, not at Everfree, at MapsCon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I believe GP will be playing the same thing. For instance, I expect Wiggle to play Fireworks. Like,
oh, Fireworks, yeah.
Yeah,
totally
I expect
forgot.
Richard to play Poppy, so I think there will also be somewhat similar. But hey, maybe we see something new. There's a couple of locals here at this tournament too, who weren't at MapsCon, so maybe we'll see something interesting from them.
Absolutely, yeah. Got a few people here known for playing absurd things, so we'll see. And if there was any overarching message that came from that last stream, it's that Harmony is a really diverse meta right now, and there's lots of room to work with.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I think pairings have been announced. We're just waiting to see who's going to end up on Steam for us right now. We had well, we're shooting for 4 rounds of tournament play today. And I think we have enough people here to support that, so that's what we'll do.
I think we have around 12 people, I think. Oh, that's the Canada playmat. I remember it from the last time.
Mm-hmm.
Just you wait. Just you wait. Gadget.
How many single barrels are allowed to deck?
6.
How many you got?
45.
That's completely legal.
The only card I will allow 45 of in the deck is Kevin. And that's only if you claim that those are not in fact Kevin's.
I actually have 45 Kevins.
Yeah,
Well, speaking of something new.
Applejack.
So can you show up to the next Harmony tournament?
I think I saw dilemmas there.
Only at Everfree.
Mm-hmm. Well, Apple vendor is renowned for all kinds of combo shenanigans.
Yeah, that's well, what was my first thought too, and then I saw the dilemma. And Bluna.
He might not. 100% of the games I've played with him.
Yeah, that'll be O'Hara on the left. Vancouver player familiar with. Likes his aggro. Blue-orange, maybe. Or possibly some other color, but probably blue-orange, I would say. And I haven't seen a name for the player on the right yet.
Like 2 of 3 people you're playing aggro. At least 2. By just being incredibly random.
Alright, good luck.
You too.
I don't know what that guy says.
can't see quite his name.
On the bottom.
Ah, Scott.
That.
Okay.
Oh.
I got yours.
So we'll have to take a look and see if we can guess what kind of flavor of madness Apple Vendor will be bringing us today.
D20.
Alright, look.
I have a couple.
You doing high or low?
Yeah, hi.
You got it.
Oh, one.
Mm-hmm. Well, second place. Something tells
And
me
second
he wants
chance.
that. Indeed.
Yeah. Apparently it is not always go first.
So it might actually
I think everyone's basically ready to go.
I think they're getting together.
All right, 35 minutes. Go.
Alright.
My deck. I don't know. It's in the box.
D2 and pass.
Well, I see an apple bloom. Something.
Third off of second.
Not sure.
I see zap apples. Seems like a aggro.
Seems kind of aggro, yeah. Pretty sure that's a Vittle stand in there too. I
Yeah,
don't see anything that's not orange. So perhaps, possibly mono?
maybe.
Alright. One for apple bloom and marketable. Exhaust.
See clipped wings.
Discard one.
You probably don't want to discard anything this turn if you want to discard next turn.
Yeah, it looks like probably some kind of discard fueled aggro. Probably with some Earth Pony synergies after Friends Forever.
To reduce the cost of my next card by one. I'll play Zap Apples.
What's that do again?
So,
Okay.
immediate, I can exhaust and banish a card from my discard pile to give a friend +3 until
Okay.
end of turn. I pay one. For Apple Bloom, hold your horses. On my problem.
There's her funny synergy.
Mm-hmm. Now, if there's anything we do know is that
On that.
we'd expect the deck to not be entirely orange. There may be a single white event that he's not ever going to play.
To give +3
That
power.
event is colorless.
Confronting the problem. End phase, that's a 5 power friend, so vendor flips.
Huh. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. The
What's
Zap
her-
Apples too.
What's her
Sorry?
flip condition?
D2.
I think it's just have a friend with at least 5 power, which he did.
One. Play. Clippy.
Yeah, that's nice. He confronted that too.
Confront for one.
Alright.
He has some problem expect.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And 2, draw 1.
Meanwhile, of course, Luna just did the usual thing and flipped over.
That does affect it.
Interestingly enough, it's also Luna
the
Orange.
Star Power does affect you, so yours wouldn't have +1 2.
It's the second Luna Orange we see this time around.
Mm-hmm. So given Applejack's hand here, or Scott's hand rather, I should remember.
Yeah.
He put his Spanish pile right over his name.
That's a lot of apple blooms.
Carrying your own thing.
Yeah.
That's still fine because I just played 2 cards.
Okay. Remind me Applejack's boosted side. It's like top 3 cards and take a friend.
Yeah. You have to retire a friend and you look at the top 3 cards, put a friend into your hand, and the rest on the bottom, I believe? Oh, discard.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
No. That's fine. Everything is fine.
She's also stubborn, which is less relevant. Does Apple Bloom work on
Let it
mains?
go.
Hold your horses, you mean?
Yeah.
I think so.
Not that it's gonna be useful
What
here, but
am I going to lose?
Well, he could have some hasty stuff.
Alright, I'll exhaust and discard.
yeah, I'll probably discard Apple Bloom here and play another Apple Bloom. I think having 2 is enough.
Yeah, hold your horses for the record is only friends.
Okay.
I pay 1 for Vital Sand.
I mean,
The stand is basically Apple Bloom and a resource, right?
Yeah. He said.
It's been a while.
Use Vital Sand ability.
Pretty sure Vital Stand is Muffin there in a resource.
Oh, yeah, that might be true.
Confront for 1 point.
or do I do this, right? Would I rather keep the Rutherford?
Yeah, precisely.
Mm-hmm.
How should we
And you
control
don't have to pay 1.
3,
Nice.
Oh, I've got a stat.
draw.
Um,
Okay,
Yeah.
I can do things here. 1
yeah.
for a stadium. I will
Okay, Vulnerable Stadium is
draw
nice.
stadium and go to square phase.
Okay.
Confront, attempt to confront for 1.
Yep.
All right, so this is going to be a UFO. Yeah, quite nice with the Thunder Lane.
Attempt to confront
At this point, I will play. Bail
Okay,
Out.
that's bailout.
Yes, I got you.
And that leaves him without his hand.
Yep. Now, do you bail out Luna or Thunder Lane?
Your turn.
I don't know, Luna can move, but Underlane is 5 power.
I will.
I think Thunderlane is a better choice here.
3, draw 1.
Since
Yeah, I guess.
I don't
No
think
matter
he
what
will
you-
move the Luna like back, so she'll stay probably there at that problem.
Count down.
You think he'll play something else to the other problem?
Yeah, and I mean, if he does, do you move the Luna? Probably not, because that will be a little bit overkill.
I might not be using her, but I'm going to use her. I'm not going to abuse her. Where did he go?
Okay, so I'll go 2. Move Vendor. I'll exhaust Vittles and Vendor to give +4.
Yep.
Well, looks like he's shooting for the double back, which makes sense.
Squareface.
Yep.
I'm confronting that for 1 point. And I'll exhaust Sap Apples and banish a card to give +3, so I'm confronting that now.
She's stubborn.
Yeah, the main is stubborn.
I'm at that one.
Is Vittlestand or is Zap Apples only friends? Probably, right?
I'm glad you put that.
Confront that for a point. And DFO.
Okay, do my lot.
Not sure.
Yes, only friends.
So I'm at 5 now.
Okay, that was a pretty good turn.
My turn.
Yeah, absolutely. This orange aggro
Just regular exhausted.
firing pretty well, as you expected to.
Okay, I can do things.
The problem
here.
is that he
Nope.
has no hand anymore,
That's ready.
so I guess he'll have to draw something.
Yeah, he's in danger of running out of steam. Although the one card he drew was Smart Cookie, which at least is a good amount of power, provided he doesn't run out of discard pile.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like that, but that would do 2 things.
And it's worth noting that with Hold Your Horses, he does have some advantage of being able to face off into Thunder Lane without being afraid of giving him his Diligent.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Can also help disable Night Gliders.
2 for Rutherford, who frightens that Apple Bloom,
Alright.
brings her to front.
Yep.
Score 1 point and score frighten the other Apple Bloom.
Nothing.
Your turn.
Okay. So I gain 3, draw 1. And I will retire 1 for actually. So ready these for the ready phase. Now score or now maybe.
Oh, he can refill his hand by retiring Apple Blooms.
Yeah, that actually
That's
makes a lot of sense.
that's cool.
And he fills up the discard pile too. That's quite nice.
This is
He'll probably just retire the other one as well. Probably worth more than, or at least it's not worth the 2 AT to get it back. So
I'll retire the other one for vendor's abilities.
Okay, that's a good card, especially with DT stand.
Remind me of that. These are some cards I haven't seen in a long time.
You exhaust them, they're stubborn, and you exhaust them to give stubborn to someone else.
I had one left over.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But the 4 orange requirement.
Oh,
Oh, but yes, O'Hara's right. He doesn't have the orange for them. There you go. That works.
so yeah, that was for the first one. This is for the second one. There we go.
So what he I don't know, you can't use more than witchy stand more than once, unlike Muffin Mare.
Yeah. So he does currently have Fiddlestand power and Zap Apple's power. Each one of them is only used once. So he needs a little bit more if he wants to confront Curious Reign of Terror, I think.
He does have Smart Cookie.
Plus, Zap
Oh no, he can
banish a card.
he can because they're stubborn. He can put power
Oh,
to
yeah.
them and then send their power over as well. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, they're too powerful ones, so
Against Rock and Cloudy Quartz to get
that should be enough.
5.
Yep.
I'll enter the score phase.
8.
Neat.
Orange. That's fun stuff.
So I gain 1 for confronting each, and then 2 for the bonus on your problem to 9.
I could still flip my name.
Mono orange outrunning Luna.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Takes him up to 9 to O'Hara's 3, so
Did
well
they
ahead.
replace Lacking Lesson Plans?
Ready.
I'm not sure.
I didn't see them replacing it.
Possibly send a ping down.
Okay. Exhaust.
I mean, that's the definition of reality. You gotta have like 50 times as
Her. Sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna confront that.
1 for Brotherly Love.
If we have a face-off this turn, it might not matter.
Give 1, spend 1 on him.
Okay.
Ish. 1 power counter plus the regular.
Did your problem get replaced after the DFO?
The DFO was a dilemma, and
It would still replace all.
oh, does it replace all?
Yes.
Okay.
I need an RTO.
Okay, glad we got that result.
Okay, it's not going to matter.
That
What
does
this plays.
things, but that's fine.
It still matters. Like, it's
Yeah.
a different problem, and
Wrong knowledge, so
It requires 1 more power than before.
I would still do the same thing anyway and pay 1 for that.
Okay.
Brayburn.
Doesn't materially change the play.
Well, it just makes me do a little bit more, but I would still do this. I tend to confront both.
Yep.
Okay, and double face off. I win by a lot,
Yep.
more than 5. So
Got
effect 1, 2, 3, 4 points plus Orchard Blossom effect.
Orchard Blossom is retired.
Discard a random
card.
card. Yeah.
Yeah.
Card,
it's a power counter, right?
2 power counters. Not do 3 and cards you had.
You see my hand, you know.
Odd even. Means no effect. If I win by more than 5,
To discard. Okay.
even that one.
It's nice to see Smart Cookie get discarded.
Mm-hmm. Especially since he discarded the other one with Applejack.
Propaganda is a little interesting.
I'm not gonna do anything other than
Seeing this in an aggro deck, that's the one that caps you to 3 points per turn, right?
Yeah.
Although the
I could have had 2 friends out there, but
I mean, he doesn't
Actually,
run
no, I
point
will do a
acceleration, neither he seems to run 2 bonus
reduce.
problems.
I won.
So, I guess it makes sense.
He won. Problem effect.
Sure.
Done.
Because the propaganda really slows the other aggro down. Like, if they have night gliders.
Still getting
Or even like a 2 bonus problem. Or a 3 bonus problem in Harmony. Might as well be.
Absolutely. So that clip wings is for Thunderlane, you think?
I heat 5 with 2 power counters and.
I guess? He'd still have a lot of power though.
But it removes his ability to zip around
Yeah.
for free.
Yeah, but a friend with 7 power is still a friend with 7 power.
Yeah, well, there's not much you can do about that at this point.
But yeah, I think if he doesn't play Clip to Wings on Thunder Lane, the Blue Noble will accelerate pretty fast.
Like, I wanted to put stuff down so at least, like, the maintain shape.
Haven't seen that card in a while.
It's interesting. It's kind of similar to how blue aggro, you kind of, there's a joke that you don't have to move your stuff from home because of Luna. Or say yellow as day shift, you don't have to move your stuff. Orange is the same thing, except you just kind of push the power forward rather than.
Mm-hmm.
and I can cancel out the ability of Thunder Lane until end of turn.
So he would he lose his 2 power counters or just be unable to move?
And with purple, you
Doesn't
just
lose the power count,
generate
it
AT.
loses
HP and diligent.
and
Immediate.
immediate.
Okay. Alright, just want to make sure.
I'll still flip him. Don't you worry. It's not one, I know for a fact. Just because he has awesomely large.
I will exhaust Igneous Rock and Cloud Quartz, banish a card from the discard pile to give Brayburn Stubborn until end of turn.
Alright.
I retire them for Vendor's ability. And with
Oh, he didn't get a single friend. That's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably pay 1 to draw here.
Let's see. So Equalist is 5 to him.
It's 4.
Tire Apple Bloom.
Okay. So he's confronting that one easily enough.
Yeah, so
1 to play this problem using her own ability on
No Swift, no
Swift and
other produced abilities.
cancel.
I've only got fragment.
So right now you got 10 over there.
So what I was going to say, that's I think he has like enough AT, and if he's not, if he isn't getting anything, that's like he can still confront 1 problem at least.
Yeah.
How will I know if I won or not?
Yep, that is a 1.
Yeah,
trying
it's your call. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Is he trying to do a double face off here?
I think he's thinking about it. But it is a lot of power to face off into.
Applejack to give +5 or +3.
Yeah.
No, that is not what I'm doing.
Yeah, I
So
think he wants Zap Apples.
This I'm exhausting that. Banish to give
okay, so confront that easily.
Everything was going according to plan.
So he can double easily enough. Yeah.
And has enough for Clip Livings too.
Okay, this is happening now.
Yeah, I'll pay the 2. To go 15 to 11.
15 versus 11. Yeah.
15.
Yep, that's a win.
I got 17. So I got 1, 2, 3, going to 12.
Didn't spend his AT on clipped wings, interestingly enough.
I need something big.
Yeah, because now
My turn.
it's just an elementary double for with Thunderland, right?
Yeah. It's 6 on one side and 4 on the other side. You can just don't even play anything. I mean, playing something is still good, but
Hey.
the point is that
Well,
you...
Yeah.
3.
Sorry, 6 and 1. So this is he's gonna have to play something now.
Yeah. But he has Wonderbolts. Wonderbolt Stadium. It's good for him to play.
Yeah.
1.
And the important thing is he's got the free AT to do whatever he needs to do. Plus, of course, Luna will just move if he plays any friends.
K1. Move. Exhaust. 2. For another.
Oh my god, another one.
It'll work.
Hey.
Well, that's the clip wings gone.
I wonder why he wanted 2 of them. Because, like,
Hey,
Scotland has only one card in his
5.
hand.
You have whatever.
You don't really need to move that other one there.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3,
And it's
11.
Well, you can only gain 3.
It's 6 for him, I
Gain
think.
3 up to 10. Plus 2 to him.
sorry, 6 for which?
For hair, it's 6, so he didn't need the Orchid Blossom.
Yeah, that's right.
Retire. Yeah, that is exactly why.
Rarity is going to give +2.
Actually,
Moving Rutherford.
Yeah, Rutherford
Okay,
would
yeah.
be a strange choice.
okay, I'm done.
Between Gilda and
Alright.
He also could have moved his Thunderlane if he wanted to save something, right?
But Thunder Lane can move himself.
I might win one of these because we're going to.
Well, no, I mean he could have taken a counter off to make space at home.
Oh yeah.
2. Okay, you
I
win.
retire Brayburn for Vendor's ability.
Fashioning between Gilda and Arsenal.
Oh, I see blue.
Tie. Darn it!
Yeah, there is a little blue there. Although Snow Dash is an excellent choice as well.
Yeah.
Harmony ability to cancel out Thunderlane's ability.
I was going to not do
It's
it.
4 power for 1 AT.
I couldn't.
Absolutely.
So I think what you do here is you play Snow Dash to Griffinstone and like use stand and zap apples and you're good to go. Especially since Balloon player of hair doesn't have any
Yeah.
AT.
It's 3 power actually. She has +2 when you're out of cards.
Oh, well, zap apples will still be enough, so...
I'm winning.
Yeah, indeed.
Exhaust and Banish to go +3 and score 1 off of that one.
It's fine.
And then face off
Everything is
11
going
to
according to plan.
4.
Wait.
Really?
16.
Finally shows up
I
and she's
face
at the
off that turn
bottom.
and I won one of them.
And that's the game.
Well, that's it. Indeed.
Yeah? Interesting.
Hey, what was next?
Vendor Apple Aggro.
I think I could get at least.
Apple Vendor Aggro. What's her
Okay,
title?
Sorry.
Apple Vendor.
Apple
Apple
Vendor.
Vendor, yeah.
There.
Seriously.
But yeah, that's classic aggro decks throwing punches at each other until one guy gets ahead and wins.
Wow, I did not see him when point acceleration. I have a fair bit of that in this deck.
To be fair, with 2 Equalist Propagandas in a row, point acceleration wouldn't really help.
Wow.
Indeed.
It's also lucky seeing that second equalist propaganda in your other.
Hey, that was the worst this deck has done in a long time. Probably should not have kept that winning hand.
Okay, so I retract my statement about Harmony being too similar. These 2 decks weren't anything like we saw at Tapscom.
That's very true. Yeah. O'Hara's Luna deck is kind of a staple in Vancouver. I'm not super surprised to see him play it. But yeah, this orange thing is very new, very strange.
Oh no, I don't think I can get I don't think I can get this work
Good to see, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't even really see it coming there. So I was saying, oh yeah, but he's out of cards. It's gonna be hard to keep going. And then it's like, oh, you just keep retiring stuff.
And retiring stuff also helps you for Zap Apples. Like, it's great.
Now, Orange Aggro, it seems, plays just kind of on the bleeding edge, where your hand's always empty, but you're going out of your discard pile, you're going out of your top decks, and it works. But it seems like it'd always be a little scary to play.
Mm-hmm. Especially with all the control around, running misfires and things like that.
Oh yeah, misfire is just a problem if you run into it.
Running for just that one card, though.
I dread to think what this, like, against Bugle's fireworks deck, that would just... I feel like you'd have a tough time.
Yeah, because you help Bugle by milling yourself.
Chaos, when you flip it, it gives +1 to another character, a friend.
Admittedly, you do probably have the best chance of dealing with his Nightmare Moons, because at some point, say, you just draw a Smart Cookie, and it's like, play that, and it's like, all right, if you don't misfire me, I'm going to defeat that Nightmare Moon.
But the thing with that is that Bugle has answers to that. And this deck doesn't have many answers to Nightmare Moon. Like, there's Zap Apples and Smart Cookie, and that's everything, I think?
Well, we didn't see the whole list, but that seems likely.
Yeah. But it'd be interesting to see a matchup like that, yeah.
Anyway, for this opening round, I didn't keep track of our time, so given that
It's
this
about
was an aggro
7
match,
limits.
Oh, 7 minutes to go until time?
I think so. We started like at 30 minutes.
From before Odyssey.
Oh yeah, that seems about right. That seems good, yeah.
On me, so it's
all good.
I didn't play yesterday. I didn't play yesterday.
So, given the fact that we have some downtime, I suppose I should just take this opportunity to give a special call out and a shout out to our friend, Grandpa's, who is there at the con today and is celebrating his birthday today. Happy birthday, Grandpa's.
Should have enough time to find a washroom.
Lucky him to have it line up with a con like this.
Mm-hmm.
You too.
He's lucky he'll have a core championship or his Harmony tournament to celebrate it with.
Or both.
Well, both would be, yeah, even better. And for those of you who showed up during the middle of that first round, we are planning for a 4-round tournament today. So that's 3 games left to go. We know, or at least I think someone's playing Poppy. I'm pretty sure Richard's playing Poppy. We expect Bugle to still be running Fireworks combo. We know that Grandpa's and Cheese are playing some kind of Tempest control, I think.
Cheese is not running WoW. Inconceivable.
You know, that's true. But I'm pretty sure he's not running WoW.
He might actually run WoW. Or did you see him build the deck?
Well, I did see him laying out some cards on stream, yes, and it looked like relatively standard Tempest control. But it's possible he was working on Grandpa's deck or something.
Yeah, that's fair. We'll see.
But yeah, that was a pretty refreshing opening round. I say, just classic aggro.
Mm-hmm.
Admittedly, classic aggro with two rather unorthodox aggro decks, but classic aggro the match, yes. And for those of you who will be around later on today, this evening is going to be our core championship that we'll be back for. This afternoon will be the draft, which I'm not sure if that's getting streamed or not. At the event, there's not going to be commentary, so.
Yeah, we won't be there. I'll probably be sleeping.
Yeah, absolutely.
At least that's the plan. It might fail miserably.
Well, I hope that no matter what happens, you're at least lucid for the playoffs tonight. I know, at least for me, like it's going to be the middle of the night for me, so I'm going to have a pot of tea going. Probably the same for you, I expect.
I usually have like a half a liter mug of tea, and I bring it with me and drink it.
Half a liter, wow, that's actually pretty big. Now that I think about
Yeah,
it.
it is a very big bag, but I like it. I was thinking buying like a boiler thing where I could like, you know, have tea and I can just pour the hot tea instead of having to heat it in the microwave.
Of course, yeah.
That'd be really nice. Especially like I drink a lot of tea at evenings. Like I can drink up to 2 liters of tea each evening. So I think like that would be useful for me.
Yeah, I can't even imagine making tea. Like, so you just boil the water in the microwave?
Yeah, I just put the mug into microwave and like wait for a couple of minutes and then it's hot again.
I'll admit that does sound pretty convenient.
It is. But having a boiler is even better. That will be like just a big pot which has heating on with tea and I can just come and pour hot tea anytime.
Oh, like that?
Yeah.
That would be interesting. Yeah, I know for my part, I always use a kettle to boil my water. Which, it works, but you know, you do have to wait a little while for that to go.
I use a kettle too, and then I pour it into like a teapot with tea, and like overnight it cools down, so I have to heat it up with microwave.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what you mean. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or you could, well, okay. I was gonna say you could leave it cool, put some ice in it, then it's iced tea. But as it's possible that in Russia, iced tea might not be as big of a deal.
There is iced tea here, but like this is black tea, and I prefer a strong black tea, and I don't like that cold.
Okay, that makes sense.
Cold green tea is great though.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's one thing that I kind of have fallen in love with since coming to the States is the American style iced tea. It just like so. Iced tea exists in Canada, but for some reason it doesn't taste. There's something different about like the iced tea they make in Canada versus the stuff they make in the States, and I find the American stuff is better. Not, I suppose, that this matters anything to you.
Yeah, I have no idea of either style, so and I don't know how people make tea around here too. Like I just know my way, and that's it. It's like it might be different from how everyone else does it. Same goes for coffee. Like I know that many people use like coffee machines here, but I don't use that. I use a thing I don't remember the name of in English, but here it's called Turka. It's basically a little pot, and and you make a Turkish tea in it, and that's what I do.
Oh, Turkish coffee. Sure.
Yeah. Oh, not tea. Yeah, coffee.
Yeah, that is definitely different from classic American style or European style in general. But I've heard good things about Turkish coffee. Ah, yeah, Turkish coffee's percolated. That's right.
I think it's called different. Like, I looked it up at Wikipedia once, like what it's called in English, and it was some weird name. I don't think I can even pronounce it. Okay, it's
Yeah. Well, okay,
It's
so there's a Turkish
Cheswa
name.
or something like that.
Yeah. Chesva. I assume we're both looking at the Wikipedia right now.
Yeah, in Russian we call it Turka, which is
Players, that is
very
shot
simple to
five.
pronounce.
As coming from the page, the English word normally used is ibrik. Turka, yeah, indeed. I'm proud because I know I know enough of the Russian alphabet to be able to pronounce that.
Somehow many people who are not like from Russia or even related to Russia know around me like the Russian alphabet in Russian. Like NG from UK, like we play drafts a lot and we play other games too. He knows our alphabets. I don't know why, but he does. Or Woodgazer, yeah, you know Woodgazer, right? He's in Discord and he often participates in Silver Spanner. He can write in Russian alphabet, like in Cyrillic or Kyrillic.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah,
I know that it's close to the Greek alphabet, but
yeah, it is.
outside of that, yeah, that's all I know. It's like, oh, that P is actually a rho, so it's actually an R. But outside of that, no. Apparently, people learn Cyrillic sometimes.
See, even people in chat know Cyrillic. Like, oh, why so many people know Cyrillic? It's
No idea. By the way, hello, Fairy. Good to see you. Oh, shoot. Yes, let's fix that. Hello. For the stream, nothing changed, but we just did some internal stuff.
So the next match should be starting soonish. I believe they hit the time like 3 minutes ago.
I did hear them call time, yeah.
Just get everything back before like before he talk.
Oh, okay. Appreciate you while you were here, Webrod. Perhaps we'll see you back later. Oh, hopefully.
If not for Harmony.
Why'd you do that?
Because.
So wait, did you win?
No.
Okay, how about we scrap the tournament stream and just do the deck reviews?
Stop doing that.
I mean, yes, I instinctively clicked on that link as soon as I saw it.
It's a Poppy deck, but with a different main and a couple of different cards. But it's mostly a Poppy deck.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't hear you. It only triggers not intentionally.
It has Silver Spanner in it.
I know, this is the kind of card that I completely forget exists.
Good laugh. Again.
Yeah, it's actually like smooth, but doesn't have the cost. Well, we have to exhaust a unicorn, I believe. Is that it? No, it's Inner Funny.
They're funny, yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad they stopped doing the symbols thing and just write the text, because I always confuse the symbols. I know they have different colors, but I forget all the time.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Stop me. He had moved my seat.
Really?
But we also just ran out of time.
Awesome. Now I'm gonna have to deal with it.
There aren't many ponies here, though.
No, not necessarily.
There's Applejack,
Looking out for people.
Coco Crusoe, and I think that's it. Oh, there's also Pinkie Pie.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you know, I don't know if Silver Spanner is something you intend on doing all the time, so.
Yeah. Too bad she's not immediate. I know immediate wasn't the thing backhand, but still. Could have been like a reaction after opponent plays a card.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that is epic spelling.
I guess I'm asking too much from a Crystal Games entry friend with 1 power.
That may be true. Maybe true. In Crystal Games, she's got power equal to her cost, so she's doing great already. No problem.
It's a 1 though. Are there many cards in Harmony with like 1 requirement?
With 1? Oh, there's probably a lot.
That are also like good enough to run?
Sorry, with
1
sorry,
requirement.
Can you rephrase that? So, 1 requirement.
Doesn't matter which color, just 1 requirement to play.
I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of those out there.
How does it feel to know that you won due to variance? Right.
How does it ever feel? How does it ever feel?
Okay, that's GP.
Okay, good stuff.
It seems incredibly cold today. It does seem cold today, doesn't it?
And that is Richard on the left.
He's in this room. It'll be face up this way. Nope. Hi, Richard Owens. Good luck reading it on this horrible contrast name tag.
Grandpa's.
Right there.
Hello.
Huh?
That was terrible, Jen.
There you go.
Relocating your bed to
Hi.
Hello. Grandpa's is not
Okay.
wearing a party hand. Disappointment.
It's true, he's not. Yeah.
It's Poppy v Tempest round 2. This time it's personal. This time in
Oh yeah, we had this matchup before, right? Oh, you weren't on stream, you weren't there.
Yeah. But,
Yeah,
You know what to tell me? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we had this exact matchup like Richard against Grandpa's before, except Richard was sitting on the right. So what happened last time is, I believe Grandpa's played the Nightmare Moon, and then Richard also played the Nightmare Moon, and Grandpa's had a problem. He doesn't have much card draw, and Richard has all his Elite Pony badges and vinyl. So
If he had mismanaged,
while Grandpa's was losing on card advantage because he couldn't just
how would you get belly flop back?
get cards because of 2 Nightmare Moons, Richard was completely
So
fine,
if he had belly flopped,
and eventually he farmed Nightmare Moons. So that was interesting.
You let C Poppy
Earlier.
live?
What?
You let C Poppy live?
I forgot that there was a belly flop.
Okay. So, in theory, both players learned a little bit from that one.
there was another one like
Mhm.
4 draws away or something like that.
Huh?
There was another one like 4 draws away or something else.
Party of one was 2
And
draws down.
what happened is, like at the very beginning, that Grandpa's Destiny drained Poppy, so
Alright.
Poppy wasn't relevant in that game.
But went 2 times. 10 versus, I think.
Okay, that's probably a pretty fair play.
Roll for first. Yep. You think? Shuffle this, not that it mattered.
Odd or even?
Even, please. It is odd. Let me go first. I've already cut.
You already cut. Want to cut a few? Whatever, that's good. Alright.
Hand is hot.
Stuff.
Hand is hot garbage.
Position number 3. This is position number 2. Reminders. And initial hand is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, that is a poppy. Actually, I think that's multiple poppies.
Only waiting to be Destiny drained.
Are we waiting on start or begin?
You may begin.
A little better this time.
Initial
3
hand.
fires of friendship, 3 nightmare moons.
Draw. No draw for me. 2 AT.
Well, now you got.
That's
you got
2
part of that.
grubbers.
I think I saw a Nightmare Moon in there.
My color I picked is.
Yeah, but 2 grubbers is not ideal if he's running only 2.
Exactly.
I guess
Looks
he
like
can
he's
get
gonna-
mimics.
Yeah. Does get to start double grubber, right? Which is probably what he's going to do.
It
No,
wasn't a
grubber-
double grubber.
Action.
Grubber Nightmare Moon, then. No, that doesn't make any sense. Grubber mimics, it has to be.
Yes, fairy cards, it's a Harmony, and we'll have core later, like in 9 hours? No, that's too low.
That for free.
In 12.
And
Yep. Well, yeah. 11 by my count now. Well, I don't know. We'll see. It's a long time away.
Yeah.
put my main and shuffle.
Now, Richard is naturally assuming one of he's got to be assuming one of those isn't a Nightmare Moon if he's drawing cards.
Bank 2 and pass.
2 AT remaining.
Yeah, because otherwise, like, if he was assuming it's a Nightmare Moon, then you don't do anything. Nightmare Moon flips your main for free.
Yeah.
Party mare.
Oh, that's a nice start.
Draw first. Do I want to at this point?
I totally thought it was free.
Alright. And my turn.
Draw.
So you process Nightmare Moon first, right? Yes.
So I will discard Baby Flurry Heart, Weather Mare, Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie, Queen Chrysalis, Bobby, Weather Mare, and Fire Friendship goes into play.
Sure. Minuet, Luna's Future, Grubber, it's gonna work, Destiny Drain, and also Fire.
Oh no, Destiny
One
Rain.
be blue.
I think he's running only one.
It's purple white. Yeah.
Alright, that's in my discard pile, draw 3.
Right, and Grubber's going to hit right afterwards, letting him go as well.
So you get to look at
Pretty nice.
my Fire Friendship, Twilight Sparkle, and Rainbow Dash.
Oh, Fire Friendship.
I'll pick. I'll pick the Rainbow Dash and pick the track.
Fire Friendship.
Yeah.
Alright, and that one would be blue.
That's quite lucky to draw Fire Friendship out of 3 cards.
Especially with one of them already in play.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this one blue? No, purple's from over there.
Okay.
Oh, we'll go purple. That's all. Sorry, you're trying to continue.
Right. Understood. That's fine. Excuse me.
So
I shall bank and pass.
Go ahead.
So here it is again. Grandpa's plays a Nightmare Moon, and I think that might bite him again.
Yep.
Because if Richard gets like this, his own Nightmare Moon, he'll just play it and he'll be fine.
It is on.
Odds over there, always.
That seems fair. And these party mares are going to keep growing too while we're on the matter here.
Mm-hmm.
5, so far right.
Alright. 5 versus 2.
I mean, you might as well challenge, but you might will just move back next turn.
That's a good point, actually. Challenging will guarantee she gets a counter next turn.
Mm-hmm. She might go to the other problem, but she might go to the other problem anyway.
And then main phase. Actually, no. May I challenge?
Sure.
That's right. So I'll challenge 5 versus 2 over here.
That's fine.
3, no chaos. I lose. Party mare goes home.
I think Richard realized what we were saying about.
2, no chaos. Party mare goes home. Slightly safer at home anyway, and more likely to move. Alright, and then main phase. Draws to draw.
Yeah, and also, if he wants to throw down that Wild Wonders, he guaranteed gets counters from them as well.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that Wild Wonders can move opponent's friends?
Yes.
I didn't. It just dropped on me.
Yeah, that's been an interesting part of it for a while now. But yeah, it's always weird and strange to move the opponent's friends because they're
They're not
guaranteed
purple.
to. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can move some power around,
4.
like away from the troublemaker.
Random discard.
Yeah. Richard did pick up a Nightmare Moon on his last draw there.
1 and 2.
We'll see if he's going to play it. Oh, is GP going to replace Nightmare Moon now? That would make
I
sense.
mean, yeah, he could. He's just throwing a Nightmare Moon into his discard pile, apparently.
Probably to play exposed? No way, why? Then you could just not play exposed and do the same thing. Interesting.
I mean, I suppose he wanted to flip his main over.
Yeah, but you can fail to find and have like
Yeah, you can
7
always.
Gain 1. Spend 1. Troublemaker. Pass.
Okay, I assume he's got some plan with that.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. Maybe he just wants to find his deck.
Draws over there.
It's even.
Party mare. Odds there. What else? And then draw for turn. And then 1 is over here. 6 cards in hand.
Yep, sounds good. 1 is on your left, right? Correct?
Right.
1 on your left.
Oh, Nightmare Moon goes away.
1 is over here.
Okay. In the future, let's have each of the person triggering the random effect choose what it is. I've always had one be on the player's left. Yes.
Okay. Slight disagreement there. They've got it worked out for the future.
I will go ahead and challenge 5 versus.
Did Richard get his AT yet? Maybe he did.
Okay, he still loses.
Goes home and challenge
3 versus 7.
3 versus 7. 4.
The interesting thing is also that Richard knows he has flurry hearts in there, which could give him the chance to win the face-off as well.
As you can tell, I'm not doing very well.
Mm-hmm.
2 for baby flurry heart.
Sure, sounds fine.
Now, playing a flurry heart to home is a little interesting, given that the only moves that are going to happen are those party mares, basically.
He might be afraid of the villain at Trading Traditions, but then you could still play Flurry Heart to Nightmare Moon.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, interesting why he put it there.
My discard pile here first before I decide what I
Very confusing game. Nightmare Moon into discard pile, Flurry Heart at home. What is happening?
Yeah, either these guys are doing stuff that we don't know about, or they're making some mistakes, but I don't know.
No, I mean, you don't make a mistake of putting a friend at home. Like, if you do it, you have a reason for that.
Absolutely, yeah. And similarly, Grandpa's was very deliberate about just throwing that Hydra Rune away, so there must be a purpose.
Random discard. How would you like it?
Odd.
Okay, odd, even.
Correct.
Okay. Here. Luna's feature. Main phase.
Does this not uncover?
You're right. I apologize. Another grow. Sure, we'll take a Nightmare Moon.
Grandpa is possibly remembering the mess that you're referring to, and getting rid of that Nightmare Rune.
Frankly, Richard didn't get his Elite Pony badges yet, so he's not that big of an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And Grandpa's is getting those AT going.
Copying Paper Twilight.
Copying cover to cover with that Chrysalis, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Passing the turn.
Okay. Ready. Actions 2. Start turn triggers.
Yep. We can shortcut this one with the Flurry Heart.
You're right. This one was replaced with Flurry Heart. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Understood.
Loses 2.
Which is fine.
And
Grandpa's has a lot of prepared there.
odds over there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then I draw for 2.
Yep.
Alright.
That's a barrel.
So, presumably, Richard's still just going to do the challenge game.
Sure. 4 versus 5. Okay. Let's flip.
Seems like it.
6.
Alright.
Oh, that's a good flip.
Now over here, as you said, a little bit. Yeah, he declines.
Main phase of 2 AT. Baby Flurry Heart has been satisfied for this turn. Sauce to draw.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're Richard, you're essentially drawing for a C poppy, and that's how you're going to start scoring points, right? And also potentially defeating one of these troublemakers at some point.
Draw.
There was a C poppy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in hand.
And he passes.
He didn't have AT to play her, so makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's fine, because I can't do anything else with that. So, cool. let's draw. How would you like it?
Odd.
You got it. Odd is on my left.
Even.
Magical misfire.
Oh,
Mr.
misfire is
Grand
good here.
Pause. Yeah.
Nothing at troublemaker phase. Main phase. Saw spell. Gain some AT.
Let's quickly go look up Grand Pause's deck. Presuming he's playing the same list from Babscom.
Fairly sure he's playing the same list. The main thing that it does is Trenderhoof with all money, with Minuet.
Mm-hmm.
That does some scary things to the opponents.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, Grand Pause discards C Poppy with Grubber.
2 down.
Yeah. So presumably he's just going to hold back Richard from doing that stuff until he can get that removal engine online.
Mm-hmm. And he also has AT gens going, so he's good on that part.
It also looks like he might be gearing up to potentially try to take on Night Remoon himself.
Yep, he moves his main there.
You have an opportunity to challenge or not challenge.
Party mirror this one first. Odds over there.
We're shortcutting this with Flurry Heart.
Right.
Okay.
Replaced with 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sounds good. 1. Does fade.
Now, here's an interesting question.
Odds over there.
Should you shortcut the party mirror that's at the problem with Flurry Heart?
No,
Since there's a chance it doesn't move anyway?
yeah, you can shortcut that, but they're shortcutting the one at
Hand.
home.
Which side's one?
Yeah, but is it like, Richard chooses which order they trigger it. Would it be better to try to move the one at the problem first?
Uh,
And main phase with 3, 8.
does it really matter? Because like, there's a chance she will go home. There's a big chance
So-
she will go home.
That's true. But then you guarantee that the other one definitely moves.
Yeah, I think it's the same. Like, the first one ends up anywhere, and the second one ends up at the problem. Like, it... I guess you get an extra traveler counter,
We need to see where she goes.
and that's the only
One
difference.
instance of Baby Flurry Heart.
Okay. Same numbers as before. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Go for it.
Oh, that's correct. Grand Pause's move would have been Flurry Hearted.
Doesn't move. Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh right, I totally missed that.
Okay, 1 to draw.
Yeah.
And 2, 4, 6, 7 cards in hand. Pay 1 to draw.
So, 2 sea puppies are gone now, I think.
Yep. But Richard has Epiphanies.
Only 2 AT per turn.
Yep. Well, one of those is gone.
I'll just bank the turn.
But yeah, it seems like Richard is basically banking on,
Meticulous one.
at this point, either
Meticulous one is fine.
defeating one of those, defeating Night Remoon,
Card.
or
Exposed.
Mm-hmm.
getting a sea puppy.
Troublemaker phase. Main phase. Exhaust.
GP is gaining on ET though.
Interesting.
May I see your discard
Hit 1. Draw.
So by paying that 1, GP is not moving Tempest this turn. Presumably that means he drew something he wants to play.
Why can't he move Tempest?
Because he doesn't have enough AT to do it again if it gets cancelled.
Oh,
Luna's future is going to banish that party mirror until the end of the turn.
okay, he resets the party mirror.
Yeah, that works.
Past turn, end of turn, party mirror is going to enter play over here at Grubber. Yeah.
Puts her at the other problem.
Yep. I mean, that means there's a chance he doesn't get a counter.
Yeah.
Start of turn trigger. triggers, I will resolve this one first.
Okay, sure. So
And it was replaced with Brady Flared Heart.
That's fine.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Sounds good. Goes home.
Goes home. And this one, odds over there.
Yeah. That's a big old party map.
Yep.
Might challenge this turn.
Yeah. Oh, there's the Epiphany.
So, if he gets Poppy with Epiphany, given the Grandpa's hand size right now,
Okay.
that can lead to some guaranteed points from C-Poppy.
Makes sense. This is much more fair than the previous ones have been. Also 3.
Mm-hmm.
0. Okay.
Oh, that's a 0 flip. But that's the second belly flop.
Okay, and we don't have anybody over there.
Most important, that clears Richard to finally score a point.
Phase with 3 actions.
Exhaust Rainbow Shine to Magical Misfire on you, so your discard pile is already.
Grandpa's might go for challenging Nightmare Moon himself.
Well, there are.
Is that 5 power?
Yeah?
Draw.
I suppose it could work. I don't know if he necessarily needs to go for it just yet.
Yeah, that's true.
You have 5 there.
Okay.
I think he's considering playing Epiphany.
Let's discard for a second.
Absolutely.
It's a weird game.
I
Because
would
if
say
he
it's
manages-
not weird.
No, this is pretty par for the course for Harmony, I would say.
It's very similar to what happened last time.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards in hand. It doesn't matter which ones.
Can't write anything, and there's no dismissal. It's on a blue. Yeah, no, it's like, well, this is a bummer. I'm probably not.
But yeah, if Richard manages to get one of his seed hobbies down, suddenly he's in a much better situation.
Glad your priorities are in order.
Or rather, he's probably in a much better situation. There's always a chance he just guesses wrong a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 for Leap Pony Badge at home.
Okay, lead pony patch is pretty good.
Nightmare Moon trigger for this turn? I don't believe we have.
No, I've already laid this all building.
I want
No, they
for
didn't.
that.
There's a
You
story.
have already drawn.
I've already defeated a Troublemaker, but it should have happened before.
You're right. That should have happened before.
But
how many
it was
cards?
just discarding it from hand.
What have you drawn so far
and
from
I
DJ?
have drawn from DJ.
I will
What
trust
did
you to
I
remember
draw
which card.
from DJ?
Okay, they're fixing it.
I'm pretty sure it was this one.
Sure.
So it's like an 80%.
Yeah, that's fine. I haven't had head knowledge for a
This
little
would be
while.
on top of the deck.
Sure.
And then
Back
Troublemaker
up.
phase, this would be ready.
Yeah.
And then Troublemaker phase, I have 9 cards.
Yes. Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which side is 1? Left is 1.
Left is 1.
My left is 1.
Your left is 1. It's a 1.
Lead Pony Badge.
Okay.
Oh, well. Turned out to be
Oh.
very important.
Have the card back.
And then I get this card back, and then
DJ's exhausted.
DJ's exhausted at my main phase with 3 AC.
Yes.
Alright. And then I can't play the
There are a lot of missed triggers in this game.
Before the flip, I would.
Can you check Slack, by the way? I'm sure that was them talking about that. Huh?
No,
No.
Fazio got it
No.
right before we did.
Okay. Can you check Slack and make sure they're bugging us about this?
They have not said anything.
They just sent a message.
No, we didn't send a message.
9.
Something else, GP.
Alright. I will move to my score phase and attempt to confront 1 point.
Sounds good.
Yay! Points on the board!
Yeah.
Your turn.
17, no. 22 minutes in.
Yeah. It's being a long game
Meticulous one.
for 0 points.
Meticulous one is completely fine. And we'll draw this card.
Like I said, par for the course for Harmony.
To be fair, Grandpa's could have like been confronting this entire time.
Odd. Singing.
Then he wouldn't have prepared at Nightmare Moon, but he would have prepared at Grubber.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll do this.
Choosing not to go, which I think is correct.
Did he discard the card to Nightmare Moon?
He did.
Okay.
I wish I knew what that card in his hand was.
Oh, at the end of my turn, I had to discard a yellow card.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't see that card.
I'll make an action then. That way you can take your turn while I'm trying to.
Because he'd love to get another grubber into play, to discard something out of Richard's hand, in which case it'd probably hit the Epiphany.
He might be holding on school shutdown. Oh, it's a Mistbane.
Mistbane. Okay, that's fair.
So what do you get back?
I will choose.
Destiny Drain.
Destiny
is one
Drain, yeah.
possibility. Yeah.
It's gonna work.
It's gonna work. It's
Nope.
also pretty good.
More grubbers?
More grubbers, potentially a banish on Flirty Heart or Sea Puppy or that party mare.
Mm-hmm.
One for a gyro.
Will you choose anything?
And yeah, he is obviously intending on playing it right away.
Score you a point.
He might get Sipovi back at the cost of the point.
Yeah. That's the one he's definitely considering. Yep. Sea Puppy for a point.
But Grumpus will just play it for grubber.
Now that he knows that, yeah, almost certainly. Nope, he's going to banish.
Which one?
Party mare.
Interesting.
Vanished.
Pass the turn.
So he's taking the risk then that the Sea Puppy isn't going to do very well for Richard.
No, we're now at 3. So
But the thing is that Grumpus has 0 cards in his hand. Richard is guaranteed to score a point of Sipovi.
yes.
Which is replaced by Brave Flurry Heart.
From Nightmare Moon.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, not this turn, but yeah.
During Grumpus's turn.
And draw for turn.
Yeah, that's true.
9 cards in hand.
Okay.
And
What is on
Sipovi
your
gets
left?
discarded, it'll be great.
5.
5.
4, 5. But I should-
Okay.
So yeah, that's right. So long as he plays Sea Puppy, he is guaranteed a point.
I smell a flurry.
And it's not hard to...
Oh no, I don't smell a Flurry Heart. Why would you smell a Flurry Heart?
I smell a sea poppy.
Oh, they haven't processed Party Mare's move trigger, have they?
Nope. Didn't see
Yep.
them do that.
Alright, you got your first ping in Slack, guys.
But being able to confront over there would be nice as well. But how do I do that? Don't have Bleed Punch. Soft draw.
Someone forgot a party mare.
No, there's only one, and he rolled a 1. It stated.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay, fair enough.
2 for Angel Wings. And then 1 more for Sea Puppy there. I think it's not particularly more vulnerable, and if I don't get to go off, it can help me confront, and I won't have to rely on sharp pain. Alright.
Alright, so that's going to take Richard up to 3 points.
Doing at this point.
Well, he'll confront for 1, and then Sea Puppy will take him to 2.
Mm-hmm.
Hellbent.
Okay, how does that work?
As far as what?
As far as randomly choosing a card in your hand, can I
You have 100% accuracy.
I have 100% accuracy?
Yeah.
Right. I will 100% accurately choose this. You won't discard any card from your hand.
Oh, he chooses to do that with Spyglass.
And I score.
Yeah, that works too.
Alright.
That is worth just as many points.
But he's not confronting.
And Paying for Your Heart has been satisfied for this turn.
Yes.
So 2 to move. 3 or 2?
Doesn't matter. He can move that Party Mare. He'll do the same thing.
Yeah, I suppose.
Suddenly got
I
very
guess he decided to not risk because Grumpus can draw an impactful card that can remove Sipovi. Though I'm not sure what that card will be. I don't think Grandpa's has anything immediate besides, like, Portal. That could remove C Poppy.
He could. Oh no. Yeah.
For an Angel Wings.
I mean, if he drew a portal, he could portal Chrissy, but yeah. Nothing else.
So I
Yeah.
will score phase, attempt to confront.
Sounds
And
good.
as we all know, you can't copy Poppy. So
7 cards.
Seems like people are having fun there.
presumably Grand Pause is going to challenge Nightmare Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to matter a lot on whether or not he wins.
Draw.
Ooh,
Miss
Missmate.
May.
That's quite nice. Yeah, just gotta go for it.
7 versus
7 on 7.
1.
It's got it.
Oh,
Score 3 points.
that's a very unfortunate flip.
Shame I would have liked that card.
Brings him up to 6.
That's a shame I would have liked that card.
Wait, 5.
5 sounds right.
Why do I have 6 on my counters now?
3 points, Karma?
Well, he's definitely got 5 on the slider.
Yeah. Oh well.
I think 5 is right. You have, you have Richard on 3?
I have Richard on 2, which is incorrect. Oh, I accidentally added the point, Richard's point to Grand Pause. That explains it.
Okay, there we go. So we are getting close on time. By my measure, we got about 5.5 minutes left. Still enough time for a number of things. He's going to pull his Miss Main out of the discard.
2. We each mill 3. And I return this main from my discard pile to my hand.
1.
Money, cracking the case, trying to travel rather.
Nightmare Moon, Singing
So,
Barrel,
he could decide to get lead money. No, that doesn't matter now. Getting lead money badge gives Grand Pause a point. And gives him a point too, technically.
Do you think Grand Pause is just going to cycle Miss May? Probably, right?
Yeah.
I will play Miss May. I will choose to return Miss May.
I feel like I want to keep the meme alive, though. At least for the rest of the week.
But yeah, Richard can't. He needs to basically double this turn to get his points, I think.
Yeah, and C Poppy.
I think a lead point badge is worth points. Well, depends on how many turns I have left.
So, the thing with getting back lead money badge is that while it does give him a point, it gives a point to Grand Pause, so like net points are 0.
He did get it though, I think. So Grand Pause to 7, I believe.
Interesting.
1 instance of Party Mare.
Yep.
We're not skipping to Baby Flurry Heart. This is odd for my C Poppy guess. Always be choosing odd or 1.
Understood.
And it is odd. C Poppy is guessed correctly.
Okay.
That
Oh
is
my god,
with
he was
the
lucky.
Baby Flurry Heart twice. Shortcut to the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4.
At Babscon on stream, he was never lucky with his guesses.
Fails in the second one.
I think like out of 2 games we've seen him play, or 3 games.
Hold on.
Yeah, see?
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
He says he rolled only twice.
First one.
Oh wait, no, he talks about Flurry Heart.
Right, because you've already used the C-Poppy. Okay, that's right.
But it doesn't trigger. It does always trigger.
Right. Okay.
So he was very unlucky. He was, I think he guessed correctly
We'll discuss that after the game. But
All right,
that's fine.
So
like
3
3 or 4 times during the entire time he was on stream. Like that was 3 or 2 games, I don't
copies are all
remember.
now satisfied. I draw for 2.
Because what happens?
Sorry, are you responding to chat or just saying that?
No, I'm just saying that Richard was unlucky at Babscon.
Would that
Okay, sorry.
first move
I-
in a turn and
Sorry.
No, I would not.
Anyway, small change about having a conversation about Flurry Art. Who'd thought?
Flurry Heart increases the
The game wouldn't be the same without it.
Increases the chance that the character
Like,
will not move.
when you play Flurry Heart, you gotta have questions.
Triggers a move.
Mhm.
And the second one triggers.
Anyway, Richard, you're short on time. It's not the time to have conversations about Flurry Heart rules.
Is not being moved, and that instance of
Subsequent
not
one
being moved
is not being.
Right, exactly.
But the first instance was satisfied.
But the first instance was satisfied.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you want to
No,
replace it at this
no,
point?
it's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which Flurry Heart it was because you rolled a 3 regardless.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter.
All right.
I'm just saying we can't shortcut directly to the second one.
Okay. That was ruled twice at BabsCon the other way.
We'll discuss it to make sure everyone's in complete clarity of how this works out.
I want to be also in complete clarity. Because
No troublemakers in favor.
No trouble.
Main phase.
because I think he said so, like, once Flurry Heart stopped moving, if you try to move another character, the Flurry Heart wouldn't work.
For the pony bash.
Sure.
The idea is, like, that's inconsistent within itself.
Put those together.
Okay.
Have two.
But it's okay.
Yep, that's fine.
And how many cards in hand?
One.
One card in hand.
You
I
got
guess
it.
two. Okay.
You get to see what that card is, Richard.
Which is probably still not going to catch up. All right. And 2 AT.
Yeah, it's Miss Main, isn't it? So.
Oh yeah, he knows this, Miss May.
That doesn't help. That doesn't help.
So do you think it was like, could he have double confronted if he hadn't have played the lead pony badge, say for example? Surely, right? He just plays the Wild Wonders and probably enough stuff ends up at.
How much ET does he have?
Transitions. He had 3.
Oh, that's a Sipo thing. So the thing with
Do you have any other triggers still laying around?
the thing with pre-ET is
Score phase, attempt to confront.
he could just move his
ET per
Flurry
turn. We
Heart.
actually made it there. All right.
We were already there.
I should have one more AT.
Does that change anything?
Can I have paid to draw again?
Yeah. That's
Joe's card.
Then I score 1 turn point and discard for hand. 1.
So this looks like it's going to be Grand Paus's game, given that Richard went first, and we are, seconds away from time.
Mm-hmm.
You're at 6?
I am at 6.
GG.
That is soft time in round.
That was I was starting player, and you would have one more turn, but that's it.
Right. I just missed main twice anyway.
All right.
Okay.
I don't think I made any major mistakes. So
No, I thought it was
pretty
good.
happy with how that
The double party mare on turn 2 was absolutely correct with double troublemaker having been played the turn before that.
Yeah, it was
So
very
that was great. I did.
He did.
I'll ask GP about the Nightmare Moon.
That's why we did the revenge match here on stream. Okay, so let's break down the Flurry Heart thing.
Okay,
Right?
so Flurry Heart specifically says, and I agree with
wait.
your ruling. I was kind of confused by the previous one, but I'm like, okay, I'll go with that way.
Sure.
Baby Flurry Heart says, when a character would be moved, correct. If it is the first time a character would be moved this turn,
Right.
that character is moved to a random area instead.
Okay.
So the current ruling, I want to repeat it to you so that you can understand that I'm completely clear
And,
now.
and
on
let's
the
lay
current-
the cards out here so we can go through an example.
If I have 2 instances of Baby Flurry Heart in play and a party mare at home, party mare will initiate a move at the beginning of the turn and try to move to a random problem. Correct. It will pick one of the random problems, and that is a valid attempt at moving.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
So it won't just pick home and not move,
Right.
and therefore it will trigger both of these Baby Flurry Hearts, trying to trigger both of them. One of them will be obviously resolved first because you can't resolve them both at the same time.
Exactly.
So, we'll say this one will be resolving first.
Sure.
This one will replace that, whichever one it was movement, with moving somewhere.
Sorry, swap it.
If this one picked home as the location, random location that now will be attempted to move to, you can't move to the location you're already at.
Correct.
Similarly, if it picked your home, you cannot move to your opponent's home.
Correct.
So either one of those are not valid, and no movement would then be attempted.
Correct.
And therefore, this one will not be triggered at all.
Well, so yes, in terms of the resolution of that, terminology is slightly different. Each Flurry Heart has a trigger that is placed into pre-priority processing.
Okay.
And when they resolve, they attempt to resolve as a replacement modifier for something. So the instant that
can't be a
you
trigger.
have a party mare trigger, both Flurry Heart triggers are put into pre-priority processing. The first one will resolve and attempt to replace that movement.
I need to.
But functionally, you are correct.
It can't be pre-priority processing then, because then the Pasimer would move to the problem before that.
Yes, that is. I mean, I do agree with you there. Because then the Traveler and the Flurry Arts would both be in pre-priority processing already. Unless you interpret it as like a special class of trigger that can go.
Yeah,
off
but we
before.
don't have the special class of trigger in the rules.
Indeed. These new rules had better have a whole section in the
Oh,
FAQ
yeah.
about Flurry Hard.
Just a special section.
That's the next level up.
Yeah, but the problem is Lucky
Three or four rounds, and then top 8 is which you.
English, so the English DVD.
So, in any event, that was round 2. Bit of a repeat. Well, no. Based on what you told us about the time these decks met last time, this was different, right?
It was kind of the same, except Grandpa's had like more ET gens and got mismade.
Okay.
It's great if you're
Well,
playing like
the top 8, the deck list will still be posted.
playing like one-on-one
I think,
control.
unless I'm
Sit there
wrong,
with the shirt,
I
just
think the Tia
no.
And we expect that, we should have our next round starting in a couple of minutes. This match obviously went to time. I expect probably a couple of others went to time as well, but should be pretty quick on the way. Do you mind if I actually just step out real quick to get some water?
Yeah, sure.
How did your game end?
I got it.
I have to prepare for one thing.
So what happened over here? I got it. We didn't score the first point until 22 minutes into the game because my mulligan hand was absolutely awful, but it did have a grubber of a nightmare in it, so I did that one. And
he just ate it.
well, no, he played 2 party members on his turn too because he went first. So he had 2 party members at home and constantly tried to challenge troublemakers and get them back on.
Well, I think it also has
And I eventually found mismates.
you run such an unconventional deck.
He also eventually found Poppy.
Eventually.
So he had the reverse problem.
Actually, not Poppy Van Win. Flurry Heart Van Win.
Yes, Flurry Heart is correct. Flurry Heart actually needs some rules change. She needs some rules changes.
Okay, we're back.
Very strange. And doesn't
We
technically
knew
it doesn't technically function within the context of how the rules are currently understood because she is worded as a triggered replacement modifier,
Which is not a thing.
which is not a thing. And if it's a triggered replacement modifier, then the trigger goes into pre-priority processing. But
No.
processing doesn't resolve until the action's done. Her first word is when. It's a trigger.
Eagle tell you what happened.
No,
When a character
I disagree with Grandpa's.
trigger.
No.
Bring him into Mumble.
For replacement modifiers.
As or if.
As or if. Well,
Which
it
is
does
the
have
sec-
an if.
yes.
If it is the first time a character
It
moves.
is a triggered replacement modifier, which is obnoxious.
And doesn't actually function.
It actually is the most annoying.
So what you're saying is she
Oh, so
doesn't
this
do
is
anything.
it's just the win should be an if.
Huh?
It's just the win should be an if.
It doesn't need the when a character would be moved at the start of the turn. You can say that as if a character would be moved and it is the first time a character
Yes.
would be moved this turn.
Okay.
Yeah, the win is stupid.
Yeah, for the record, I think Grandpa's agrees with you. It's just that
The
word
text doesn't
when is
agree with us, yeah.
Terrible, yeah.
If I get the salt block, I'm just gonna
Yeah, if it was not when and if, I mean, it would still have some questions about do they stack, because I still think they shouldn't stack. In a way that multiple Flurry Hearts do the same thing as just one Flurry Heart.
my saliva will be all over it.
But that's another topic.
Yeah. At least it would work within the rules.
Yeah.
Then you'll be harshly punished.
Okay, I'm eagerly waiting, like I'm hyped about rules. I already told that on stream yesterday. I'll tell it again.
Good luck to you, Richard.
Table
Thank you.
4, Richard and Bugle table 5.
So,
have to play against Poppy
yes,
again?
functionally you're correct, and actually I was wrong there because a triggered replacement modifier doesn't actually function within the current timing of the rules as we understand it, because trigger goes into pre-priority processing and resolves after whatever action triggered it, takes place. But if it's a trigger, and it's in pre-priority processing, then that means the character should already have moved before the trigger actually resolves. But it's a replacement modifier, which means it has to stop the thing from resolving. So Flurry Heart is just poorly worded. So we're gonna fix that and just make her a full replacement modifier like she always should have. Which means
I think like the easy fix is not fixing the rules, but fixing the text on the card.
As we explained.
Which is just errating a when to an
Yeah,
if, basically.
and since it's a not a functional change, that such errata is not not bad.
What do you say for?
Not the place or company. I get to play against Poppy again.
So do I.
This is bad!
I had 2 poppies in a row. Yes, so do I.
I'm here to remind everyone that
Hello,
Aloe
Ivory.
is in fact a colorless friend.
I just let my main this tournament. I'm so sad.
It's okay, we know your own position, Ivory.
No, I have. There's a deck list here for poppies.
Also, Trixie and Celestia are bad ponies.
I don't rely on you. Why do you say that?
Because the commentators, those are their favorite characters. And I just want to...
Oh, I was wondering why Celestia.
Also, they have incorrect opinions about things, like Aloe and...
You're not incorrect. Trixie is a bad pony. She's self-centered. Even with her redemption, she's still self-centered.
You hear that, Hithrock? I have backup.
It sounds to me like you're just never going to go to Seattle.
No, I will go to Seattle. They'll beat all of them to prove that they're wrong. I'll bring my Trixie flag and they'll see what they'll say about that. Do they have a flag of their favorite pony? No, then what are we even talking about?
Well said, sir. I need a flag.
See? I think your playmat picture would make a great flag.
Secondary question is.
Alright, good, yeah.
Oh, you're doing...
Waking up was the hardest part.
Waking up is hard.
Waking up sucks. Going to sleep also sucks.
Our sleeping arrangements completely changed last night. I walked in, Ara was in the same bed, GP was not. And so I'm like, okay, this is the thing.
I get Jillian, dude.
So is it Carrie on the right?
Yes. Or pages.
Pages.
If you prefer.
Can I have the...
Doesn't look like he's playing Poppy himself.
Can I have whatever the other thing is?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why? That is
I
massive.
can't really see his main though.
Is there even...
I don't think he's got his main out yet, I don't think.
Maybe he's playing without a main?
You know, that would be an interesting... You know, we were talking yesterday about the possibility of split sort of Flim Flam mains. In theory, you could have a main that was just like 0 power, this card can't be moved, this card can't contribute power to face-offs or problems or anything. And then also gives you some good ability.
The anime itself is...
Okay,
Yeah.
straight up.
Sometimes just really
Which
boring.
one looks the best?
I guess to deny
one
the
correct
moving you can
answer.
just put in simple text like this card is banished.
There's...
Yeah.
It's okay. You picked above. You picked above the trash cans here, so it's fine.
Okay, so it's vinyl versus vinyl.
Yeah, when I was at it.
Very harmony.
Very harmony, yes.
Yep. No, there's a contra there.
I always tell just.
Oh, there. That's good.
I always tell Justin that his.
I Goku was massive.
Statue of that pose.
I would
It's gonna be
I'm assuming this is high roll.
Yeah. Okay, that's not a good start. I'm gonna continue being right. Okay.
Cool.
Keith also does
Thank you. That is absolutely not being kept.
It does look like a CPOP list.
What?
Oh, maybe it is.
Oh, okay.
I saw some of the problems that look kind of control-y, so I was just...
I mean, I would.
CPOP
we'll
has
see.
control problems, like it has blackmail, I believe.
Oh, well, alright. Perhaps it is then.
He's one of my go-to people.
But I saw Angel Wings, and
so, that would
I
actually
think I saw a
kind
Poppy.
of ruin future trips.
Well, yeah, I definitely saw Angel Wings, which makes me think it could be.
Are you surprised that, wait, are you 1-1?
I am 1-1.
Oh. I thought I got paired up.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's Poppy.
Fine. Okay.
Or, yeah. I haven't seen a Poppy yet, but it sure looks like it.
Yeah, there's Poppy in his hand. What is Ivory playing? Could be Poppy
I
as
have
well.
no idea.
Stuff. Oh, we're about to find out. Draw.
Did you get the chance to see Poppy Mirror at Babscom?
I don't believe I did, but I know it's on stream, and I'll check it out at some point.
Yeah. It's quite different from what Poppy would usually do.
Very hard. No!
This is the same. This is bad. I hate everything.
Go ahead.
I'm throwing things at you later.
You deserve it, Ivory. You deserve all of it.
Isn't that true? Isn't that true? You had to go to the extent of like trying to get both of us.
Bad happens.
Oh no, not this again. Sure.
Go ahead.
No. Oh my god.
Ooh, Poppy off the top.
Didn't do it.
Oh my god. This is bad. But why?
If that's Nightmare Moon, he can play Poppy, which is unfortunate.
Absolutely.
Sucks.
Yeah, I'm aware. It's bad for me too. Don't worry.
And given that Ivory, didn't make an attempt to flip his main over that turn, seems like a good guess that it's not going. Yep.
Yep. Very sad.
Ouch.
I get this though.
Yeah.
Saving grace. That's what you What'd you toss?
Oh, Glimmer, Magic Fireworks, 2 Spectacles, Horror Must Be in Belly Flop.
Okay. So Ivory is playing relatively straightforward control.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Your main flips too, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Did you though? I don't actually think you did.
I don't think I do. Do I really know? I don't know. Alright. Sure.
Not a troublemaker.
Thinking.
Didn't look at his hand there to see what he had gotten.
Pass turn.
Okay, there's a 25% chance I'm in the absolute worst spot possible.
That bad?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a D4.
Oh, I have a D8, but D4s are fine. Which side is 1?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Makes sense to me. It's a 3.
Okay, that's fine for him.
Uh-huh.
Does he have another Poppy, or
Main phase.
what card he was afraid to lose?
I don't know. Secrecy. I saw Spyglass.
Okay.
I like to see your hand. 1 card in your hand. 2 for 6. Show me the middle card.
Ursa Vanquisher.
Yep, that's pretty purple control.
Juggling routine.
Oh, it must have been routine he was concerned about, yeah.
Do we both draw from that?
Yes.
I might not be okay with that actually, because that means you get both those 2 poppies back.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
That's why there's 25% chance
That was
I get
supposed
absolutely screwed.
That was supposed to stay there so that I could
Destiny Drain.
it. Just,
Yeah, I know.
Just to guarantee you don't get the other one.
I know.
Or I could just magical
I know
misfire
how that works.
and wait for you to play it and then belly flop it. That would actually be better.
I don't know. That's like 2 cards.
Yeah, but It's the same cost.
Yeah, but you're
No, actually, it's not the same cost.
No.
I don't know. Math is hard, okay? It's early.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It's not even. It's noon over there, guys.
Did Big Bill tell you what happened in our game?
Yeah, he did. You guys are out of your minds. Draw.
Yeah, it was great. This is a really stupid hand. Okay. Anything here relevant? No. Go.
Well, we have another game of making sure no one forgets the Nightmare Moon triggers by the looks of it.
Angel wings, right? Yep. Okay. Ready, exhausted, immediately. Get that. Draw.
And both decks have Nightmare Moons. A very popular troublemaker. Another one.
Sweet.
Oh, no, wait, no, that's a Chrysalis, but yeah.
Alright, I got yellow Paris, yellow Paris.
He doesn't like that hand anyway, so it's basically a refresh.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's really fun.
Okay, and just go to main phase, exhaust.
Whoa. Hold on,
That would have
back,
to.
Yeah, back up a second.
Yeah, that's our first one.
That would resolve before this flips.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
So it would.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't
that's fine.
matter, yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
Okay. What's the most useful thing to do here? How many cards are in your hand?
3.
Ew, I don't like that.
I mean, there can only be three cards there. After Nightmare Moon.
I really don't like that.
The commentators are telling me to issue an official caution to you for like saying bad things or something. So poke.
What did I say?
Tell the commentators that Trixie and Celestia.
Oh, it's because I was talking bad about their favorite ponies.
Bad about Celestia and Trixie.
Yes.
And the little snowflakes got hurt.
They both suck.
Thank you, Pages.
They both deserve to lose. Let it be a tie.
Yeah, I gotta say it now.
Wait, can I see me?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull them.
Okay.
Alright, yep. Flops his Angel Wings into it. Makes sense.
Spin one to draw.
So presumably Ivory's got a control win condition in there somewhere. Like a photo finish or something. Which
Probably
he's
Miss Main.
aiming for. Yep, Miss Main works as well.
Pass turn.
I'm also gonna change though.
Okay.
Whereas, similar to the last game, Pages is essentially drawing for his poppies and some random source.
Well, there's a lot of random sources here.
This one's blue.
A whole 3 of them.
Sure.
Where did his frightened friends go? Kinda messed up.
They were the sources for his belly flops.
Oh, I see.
Makes sense. I didn't really see.
Spyglass.
You're not allowed.
5?
I don't want you to.
2, 4, 6, 8, 0. Show me that one.
What's your one?
Alright, well, that is a card. Likely, well, certainly not very useful the way things are looking right now.
Yeah.
Turn, because I don't have any immediate speeds I want to do.
6 cards?
2 discards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1.
Don't
Cracking
need it.
2,
goes.
4, 6, 8, 0. 7. Yep.
Okay, and...
But yeah, I think you're right. Ivory is essentially just drawing to Miss Main. And he's going to keep going on that.
Even if he discards Miss Main, it's still fine.
Well, unless he gets... Well, Pages has already played his juggling, so yeah.
gonna need to hold on to that. This is stupid. Everything about this is dumb.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I'll agree with you. Okay. Okay, come on. Here we go. Here we go. I should have 3.
He might have drawn his Poppy.
Okay. 1 down to 0. 2.
2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's ultimate organizers.
I have a D8.
Why do I put my dice away constantly? This makes no sense.
Well, you never lose it. Lower on that side. So it's this one.
That's a 2.
Oh, never mind. Reading's hard too.
Spyglass, okay.
Did you say reading is hard?
Yes.
Mayface.
Sure.
Okay.
And then
There's a lot of words and they all look the same.
Filled with letters and
Cards in hand.
numbers.
What's up?
Cards in hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Like that darn.
There's the Poppy.
Okay.
Spyglass. Reroll on an 8.
Called it vowel.
Come on, 1.
A lot of those.
3.
You get to see it, right?
Yeah, I still get to see it. Okay. 2 for 2. Go ahead.
Hey,
It's
for
your
all
one
you know,
again.
there might be 2 party ones in there. Pages, I don't know.
Go for turn.
But yeah.
I mean, the only
As long as
target for Party 1 is Poppy.
Yeah. But so long as Poppy stays around,
It is exactly 8.
Carrie's basically got what he wants.
I have a D8 if you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Decide as which
1 to 8.
which are you triggering Poppy?
Yeah.
Okay.
6. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Foff.
Curses.
That's also going to be white.
Okay, reroll on an 8.
Okay.
6. 7.
Ah, 1 of 2 times in a row.
This one on the end.
Cool.
The chances are very high, so.
Indeed.
Okay, proceeding.
And yep, that's just all he's gonna do.
Exhaust that.
Oh wait, no, it's Ivy's turn. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, each turn he gets 2 triggers from Nightmare Moon and 1 from Spyglass.
Mm-hmm.
And he has another Spyglass in his hand, so... Oh no, it's his discard pile, never mind.
Yeah. Now Ivy's gonna keep drawing cards. So the Spyglass and the Nightmare Moon triggers are never gonna become certains.
What's up?
Mm-hmm.
Juggling routine.
Man, juggling routine's overrated.
But when you have 5
Who
or
juggles?
even
Juggling sucks.
6 triggers across 2 turns, that's like... Even with 8 cards in hand, it's not that unlikely to hit.
Mm-hmm.
This seems like the best thing to do right here.
How much does it work?
Gyro.
Okay, gyro for some kind of removal, I'd assume. There you go.
Yeah, probably fall.
Goodbye, Sea Poppy.
Bye. Now what? Do I turn this sideways?
Maybe. I have to consider other things.
It'd be hilarious if they both hit time on 0 points.
Because it'd be a draw? Yes, absolutely. And also, yeah, because it would just be hilarious.
It's okay, you tried.
Do the thing that... Oh wait, I don't know if I should say that on stream. Spend 1 to draw.
You already said all the bad things, Ivory.
Shine.
So does he have a misfire or not? I can't quite see.
In his hand?
Pass turn.
Yeah.
Your turn, exhaust Rainbow Shine.
Not sure.
In any event, Pages is in the same spot, looking to find another Poppy again.
Well, now he needs to not discard it again.
Definitely a taller order this time.
1 to 4. It is 1.
Okay, it's Nightmare Moon. Not very useful here anyway.
If I had all three, I would have done the exact same thing.
2 to 6.
Okay, it's Partimer. He gets to keep his puppy. So Partimer would be really good here too.
Absolutely. Although playing another friend does give Ivory a party of one target. Well, I guess Rainbow Shine's in play now.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Exactly 6. Calling 6?
1 to 6. 2.
2. Come on!
Ah, he's...
Untested magic fireworks.
Oh! Ivory is playing fireworks.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, now that I like think about it, all of the cards are just what Beagle ran his list.
So, is it like now that he's got fireworks in hand? Do you just do you do it if you're Ivory? I mean, obviously you have to not discard it. Well, no.
Sure. Calling
6. It's always in my head. I should probably do that one.
Yeah, I think so.
Now it's
6.
Well, if we're in Troublemaker phase, then you already missed the time that you would normally do it. So.
my turn. Oh wait, it is my turn.
It is your turn.
That's why I can do this. Main phase.
Yep.
Pharaohs and a Queen Revolver.
Ah, not a single point from Poppy.
Is that a sneeze to beat this draw?
I think Justin's having fun.
Justin's always having fun when he plays this game. I don't know why he insists on not.
Not having fun?
No, not playing this game.
Because he feels outdated.
Yeah, well, he'll survive.
I hope he plays Oops All Bombs.
Then another one to draw.
Magic Ice not helpful.
Nope.
A lot of gas.
What?
You have a lot of gas.
A lot of gas, but not a lot of idea of when the best time to play all of it is.
Were you just given fireworks combo?
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye, Yellow Paris Bright.
What cards in hands?
Like, yeah, I think we both agree that you just go for it, right? The start of his next Troublemaker phase, throw the fireworks out.
Well, it is too late for that already.
Well, yeah, of course.
I'll hold on to 4. Pass turn. Start of your turn. Exhaust Rainbow Shine.
Now that Poppy is out, though,
Wait, yeah, okay. Okay.
I would challenge Poppy right now, with Poppy right now, to save her from fireworks.
Do you have something you want to do?
Does she get frightened by fireworks? No.
She does get frightened by fireworks, but when Nightmare Moons uncover,
she's already frightened, and then the fireworks will get her back.
yeah, but then Nightmare Moons uncover again, no?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Which one is that?
Odd, even?
Banish my own destiny.
Okay, that's our first point. Oh no, that's our third point.
Okay.
That's
I
right.
forgot he scored 2 points in the beginning.
Oh, it's gonna be so hard for them to draw now.
Mm-hmm. Ivory can defeat a Nightmare Moon.
Yeah, I suppose.
I have 8.
Yep.
It would make you use resources, but I would probably not benefit a huge amount from it.
I mean, all my one resource.
No, like your action tokens as well.
That's true.
So,
Yeah, I think he considers it.
Mm-hmm.
So the risk here is that Carrie will just get another jangling routine, and then the whole milling thing will just not do much.
Yep.
But I guess if Carrie finds a juggling routine, he just plays it now, right?
Probably. I mean, he knows that his hand is basically transient at this point.
Untap C poppy.
Okay.
Spyglass.
Makes sense. Which side's 8 and what are you calling?
1 to 8. Watch this be a 6, but I'm gonna say 5.
I don't know why you said anything. Pages, please come back. Pages, please come back.
We didn't see that, but I see it was a 5.
Pages, please come back.
I think it was a 6.
Back pages.
Oh.
Because Avery took out the last card and he wanted to say 6, but it's 1 and named the 5.
This one's Nico.
This one's Nico?
Yep. Alright, let me sit there.
It's a motivational speech.
Well, that's what you get.
Says play this deck if you understand probability. Also, don't play this deck if you understand probability.
No one understands probability.
Oh, it's so pain.
I'm just
Party mirror.
Okay.
Alright. Party Mare's good.
Go ahead.
He might get Patio Wand though. And then C-Poppy and Patio Mare are
You
gone
guys are
forever.
having fun.
Yep. So the one party of one we know about got discarded.
Alright, 9.
9? Okay. We're rolling a 0.
Are we still letting it go?
I've lost all faith. 4. 4 is death. Okay, 2. And where's my 3?
Yeah, I made an oops, so I lost quickly. Well, I made an oops.
3. You have 8 cards, right?
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cool.
Okay.
Carry on.
I keep forgetting what's in here. Nothing I want.
Are you okay with me building your dad?
If you had to be involved.
So this is a fun Harmony match.
Justin's always having trouble. Glimmer.
Sure.
But you have to look around the party.
Exhaust.
Can I see your file?
Yeah.
I'm off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
I'm marking your watch and take there like 5 seconds. Maybe 5 minutes.
I could probably do it. I don't want to do it.
So far, all of the Poppy games against Control have been very similar, in a way. Nightmare Moons and no one can do anything.
That means I'm not doing it while we're here.
You want to play around
Can I
with
see
a
this?
whole bunch of boxes of cards
Yes.
that you can do at home.
Before I do that.
Pretty sure I didn't play
And so we know Ivory is playing the mill game, and Pages is just trying to score the points until the game's over, essentially. Unfortunately, I didn't keep track of the time for this one, but I got to assume we're like 2/3 of the way through, maybe.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just want the tab.
I'll give it to you, don't worry.
Because they're doing that thing where if you send tabs in.
Streams decided that they would like the outcome of this match to be a draw.
They tell both of them they can deal with it.
They're both badmouthing their favorite ponies.
Spectacle.
They want no one to win. I think they're voting Giant Meteor 20.
Into my hand.
Sure.
For what?
Who are you gonna tag?
Rocks fall every.
What?
You wanna tag someone?
That table specifically.
I can't believe I'm doing this, but I need to get rid of the Poppy.
Okay, that's
Reason I
another
need to
Poppy
get rid of
gun.
the Poppy.
Turn sideways.
Yep.
And Misfire. Which gets rid of juggling routine too.
Yep. Pages has one Poppy left.
He's still ahead on points though.
And
That is true.
I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Pass turn.
Party mirror trigger. Odd even.
But now, as we saw in Richard's game, this is the point where Party Mare can potentially become a problem on her own.
Mm-hmm.
I get on tap.
I'm gonna lose.
And then immediately discard both of them. Okay.
That sucks. Main phase.
So as with Richard, again, would you say it's correct to challenge with Party Mare?
Yeah, I would say so. Especially given all the fireworks. Like, Patimer is safer at home.
I would like to spike glass you. You
7
have
cards.
7 cards. You're rolling a 7. I mean, on an 8, sorry. 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Napcakes.
Okay.
Which one is that in?
K2.
2 for Flare Heart. No, Angel Wings to Void Heart. Sure.
Okay.
Go.
That is a play for Nightmare Man, for sure.
So surely you use fireworks now.
Absolutely, I think.
Too far back.
Before I move into the troublemaker phase, let me see what's here.
What's up?
I think I made a mistake printing 2 draft player 13 through 24.
Weathermare only triggers when she's at home, right? Or is
Nope.
Any... Okay. In that
Come on.
case,
Oh, okay, no.
what I'm gonna do is napcakes the party mare,
Makes sense.
Okay, Napcakes makes sense. She'll be discarded.
and then do I want to continue anything in this window? I think I do.
The only other thing you would play right now is Fireworks, Ivory.
Yeah, I think it's now or never for this. For the uncover step, just a magic fireworks. And all your stuff as well.
Yep.
Did he ready his Starlight and exhaust her again?
Ooh, I'm not sure.
As well, not that it really matters.
I don't think so.
We move into the troublemaker phase and we uncover.
When is this happening?
In the window before the troublemaker phase.
Your troublemaker phase?
Yes.
Okay.
And then we do the discarding things.
So how does it work with the friends?
They'll flip.
They'll flip and they get frightened? Is that what happens?
Well, currently they're face down already, so they can't be frightened. They will
Yeah.
flip back face up at the start of your turn, and my troublemakers will flip down.
Okay, here's that. And then we toss these 3 away.
Yep.
Okay.
And the DJ is boost again.
Well, now it starts to become important to keep track of how many cards are left in the decks.
Mm-hmm.
Draw something.
And, of course, the status of Ivory's missed names as well.
I see Destiny Drain.
But there are no poppies in the discard pile, so we can't Destiny Drain it.
Including my main?
Yep. And I'll exhaust this immediately.
Sure.
So, as carry, do you just go for a double face off here?
Yep.
He does. Ivory does have 2 AT left.
But he played his Napcakes. Well, I think that's another Napcakes in his hand. Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm. Plus, there's Flurry Heart to consider as well, so you can't move anything.
Oh, right, yeah.
I'll get my glass here.
But I think I would still try to go for it.
I mean,
because if you succeed, you get more like 3 points, and all your friends move home, which is a good thing.
Yeah, it's true. It's just that you can't move anything. Your main is unflipped right now because of the way this has all worked. So you need to have 3 AT for 4 power from hand to do it, and I'm not sure
Yeah.
if we can.
I'm guessing one, which is over here.
Don't know what's in his there. I don't believe he's got.
4 power for free AT is Poppy. Do you really draw here?
Yeah, with those 9 removes coming up, that's the question.
Spyglass again.
And when spreads move, choose one random, put a power counter on
4.
brightness. Odd is
4.
power counter. It is odd.
Well, he sees the map cakes now.
Yeah.
You have 4 AT.
Oh, okay.
So knowing that, the play is definitely not to go for it. Though he should like to play something just to have it not get
Confront.
discarded if he can. But he's confronting already.
Yeah, but he can get Nefcake.
No, sure, that makes sense, yeah.
See Poppy and pay 2. Weather her back. Odd. Everyone guessing?
Okay, brings him up to 4 points.
Drop return.
And still got 20, and that's enough to pick up by itself, so pay 2 to move the other weathermare over.
With us low on time, I think Kerry has a pretty big advantage here.
Yeah.
And more bombs.
The AT.
Oh, that's the third Poppy.
He did have the Poppy in hand, my goodness.
As well.
So, why didn't he go for a double face off then? Surely you play Angel Wings into Poppy and you're good.
What'd you hit?
Even with Nupcakes.
That is correct.
And those are all frightens. Yep.
Yeah, but I never wanted to play it.
I guess maybe he drew that on when he spent his third AT.
Oh yeah, that could have been the draw. That makes sense.
I'll exhaust that.
Well, Ivory is now out of cards.
I'm out of a deck.
No!
Unfortunately, it takes a lot of AT to miss main back 4 points. Well, 5 points, really.
Well, he can get health there.
Misfire.
Well, yeah, even if we had started on time.
I know you have. But I still.
2 to bring back Miss Main. 3 to play Miss Main.
Sure.
Did he discard
yeah,
top 3?
Pages needs to mill top 3 from the miss main.
Pass turn.
Okay, now that's kind of important to be drawing a card. Okay. Yeah. Ping them.
I mean, it is a random card after all, so they could just do it now. It's fixable.
That's true, yeah.
1 4. It is 4. 2 6.
Did you discard from Miss Main?
No. I did Miss Main.
Oh. Both players.
Oh.
Oh,
Then-
do you put? Okay. Sure.
Yeah. In that case, well, it's
what
too late
card-
to it's
no,
too late to resolve
No,
now.
it's not. I know what I drew.
It's a very good possibility.
It's the top 3 cards, so
Those 3.
okay.
I've not seen I still know if he's winning for you.
All right, and then
Did you melt them? Oh, you can't. Melt
I don't have any cards left.
Find any face-offs.
Let's try one more time.
Okay, I draw this card,
Yeah.
Fire friendship.
and then
Blue.
let's do this again.
Players competing in
This is probably accepted. There's actually one.
Okay. I needed to.
Yes.
Yeah. No, this is fine.
It's a D4.
There's 40
3.
seconds left.
Doesn't actually do anything.
One more
Well,
time.
actually it does.
Who went first?
No, it doesn't.
You did.
You went.
D6.
Yeah, because you can't. Because I'm just going to DFO and you can't. Yeah, DFO.
I mean, Pages is kind of in the unfortunate situation where he kind of just wants to use time up.
1 4. 3.
Because I don't really see a way for him to score any points. But
He can frighten friends, but yeah.
yeah,
Ivory can
Alright,
just
that
do
is-
fireworks again.
yeah, that is soft time.
And you're 100%. You're sure you went first? Because I honestly don't remember.
I didn't. You went first.
Okay.
Oh, so that's this game then.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately, even though I have everything I need to win this game, I don't win this game.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unless.
I want to give you points.
No, I think that's it.
I mean, of course you have everything to win this game.
Is there any way for the
You went
commentators
through
to
your
confirm
entire
who went
deck.
first?
We don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't
To be
remember.
honest, he's pretty sure I went
I
first.
know you went first.
He says I know. He knows he went first.
Because I went turn 1, Angel Wings into Flurry Heart right here. And scored a point.
I think I remember that, but
That sounds accurate. Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to your magical misfires? Like never? Like, even after it was not relevant?
Even after it wasn't relevant. So his matchups probably were.
How many do you have in that deck?
And I'm one of his.
I had a 50% chance of beating
I
Poppy,
probably pushed him above.
but
How about this lose the magical misfire?
yeah. I got the Destiny Drain on
actually, does it even matter?
Yeah,
It's gonna
I'm
go-
thinking to myself,
It may not even matter.
I don't think that Ivory has enough AT to win anyway.
You gained. Well,
Yeah.
what do you have now? 0?
Zero.
So you have 4.
So I'd gain. So I'd pay 3 for another Miss May, and then so yeah, it actually doesn't matter. I'll
Alright.
call it here.
You almost got the tie. So, yeah.
They should have
We
tied.
determined it doesn't actually matter.
Oops, all bombs.
That was an interesting game.
Justin?
Would have won
Oops, all
if
bombs.
we didn't have
As is usual.
Okay, so that's more Poppy.
Yeah. More Poppy. Well, okay, Richard lost that game, but that's another win for the deck. That's good.
or win any game.
About that, not actually like.
You went 0-3.
Yeah. I had a 50% chance of winning. It came down to his last Poppy.
I
Nice.
would have won that if I didn't. I started mismating too late.
Oh, really?
I had
I
everything.
think he
I
started
needed to win.
fireworks too late.
No.
And he has
Maybe.
a lot of triggers he's allowed to resolve. So.
I mean, yeah, I think he should have played it earlier as well.
No, I can't. No, you can't legally call slow play when they have triggers that they're allowed to resolve. That's not how that works.
Especially when they have to resolve them. They're not
Well, no, not all of them are mandatory, but you still have to resolve them. You have the option to. Your favorite ponies are still bad, by the way.
Yeah, it's like a.
Oh, tell the whole stream that. When you say it that way, you're talking to the chat too.
Trash.
Celestia's at least third best princess.
They said that.
She's at least 4th best
They said
princess.
that they wanted us to draw because we were both talking bad about their favorite ponies.
It was a really bad angle. I couldn't see it.
Oops, until the very end when you got rid of everything.
Pages.
That's what he was waiting for.
That's what he had to do to beat That's what he had to do to beat me was to get rid of everything.
Not acceptable.
It's okay, Ivory, you lost,
He's a
so.
bad man.
Yeah, if it is true, he started it. So
Carrie and Ivory, who won?
Carrie did.
So yeah, my entire deck was my bad.
You couldn't find his magical misfire.
Okay, I believe we should have one more round.
Right now.
I think so. But